My sister forged my signature to make me her free babysitter. Now she's crying before the court because her Instagram proves everything. I found out when the school called during my shift. Miss Chen, your niece Emma has a fever. She needs to be picked up immediately. I'm at work, in the middle of inserting an IV. Call her mother. You're listed as primary pickup. Mother is secondary. Since when? Since September. You signed the forms? I never signed anything. My sister Diane had forged my signature to list me as the primary contact, so the school would call me first. Knowing I'd feel too guilty to say no, I left my shift early. My supervisor was furious. That was strike 2 for leaving early this month. When Diane picked Emma up from my apartment that night, I confronted her. You forged my signature? It's not forgery, it's practical. My boss is less flexible than yours. I'm a nurse. People's lives actually depend on me being there. And you have union protection. I could get fired. She'd been doing this for months. The daycare had my number as primary too. Her babysitter had me as backup. I was the entire safety net for her childcare, and she'd never asked. I need compensation if I'm your on-call nanny. $50 a day. Family doesn't charge family. Mom watched us for free. Mom didn't work 12-hour shifts keeping people alive. She called our mother immediately. By morning, I had 15 texts accusing me of being selfish. Our aunt, 2 cousins, and everyone had an opinion about my greed. Fine. Here's what Diane didn't consider. 3 months ago, she'd asked me to be added to Emma's medical insurance as an authorized user so I could take her to appointments. I had full access to the insurance portal. I logged in and downloaded 18 months of records. Every sick day Diane claimed Emma had. Every time she'd called me frantically because daycare sent Emma home with pink eye, or Emma can't go to school with this cough. Then I cross-referenced them with Diane's Instagram. January 15th. Emma's sick. Can you watch her? Posted. Wine tasting in Napa. March 22nd. Daycare outbreak. Emma needs to stay home. Posted. Spa day with the girls. April 9th. Emma has a fever. Posted. Beach yoga retreat. 17 fake sick days. 17 times I'd left work early or canceled plans. She'd been using her daughter's illnesses as free babysitting for her social life. I made a spreadsheet. Added my lost wages from leaving shifts early. The overtime I couldn't take. The performance review went from excellent to satisfactory because of attendance. Total cost to me, $6,800. I texted the family group chat. You're right. Family shouldn't nickel and dime family. So here's the invoice for what supporting Diane has actually cost me. I attached everything. The spreadsheet, the screenshots, the insurance records show Emma was never actually sick those days. Silence. Then our mom. Diane, is this true? Diane tried damage control. She's exaggerating. And checking my social media is stalking. Is Emma sick in these beach photos? That's different. How? My cousin Paula chimed in. Diane, you told me she was being petty about money. This says you lied about Emma being sick. She's family. She should want to help. By losing $6,800 so you could go to wine country, the group chat exploded. Turns out I wasn't the only one. Our brother Michael had been guilted into emergency pickups that coincidentally aligned with Diane's date nights. Aunt Carol had watched Emma during 3 work emergencies that were actually concert weekends. But here's the kicker. Diane's ex, Emma's father, had been documenting everything too. He'd been suspicious about the constant illnesses affecting his custody weekends. My spreadsheet was exactly what his lawyer needed. He filed for primary custody the next week, citing parental fraud and negligence. Diane called me sobbing. He's taking Emma. He's not taking Emma. He's asking for 50-50 custody and accurate documentation of her actual health. You gave him ammunition. You gave him ammunition. I just counted the bullets. I'll lose child support. Maybe you should have thought about that before treating me like free labor. The custody hearing was revealing. The judge was particularly interested in how Diane had forged documents to make me the primary contact without consent, then used fake illnesses to pursue social activities. This shows a pattern of deception, the judge said. Diane's lawyer argued it was family helping family. Without consent, while costing the aunt thousands in lost wages, they settled on true 50-50 custody. Diane's child support was recalculated. She now pays me $3,400, half of what her lies cost me. The other half, she's paying that to Emma's college fund, court ordered. Last week, she asked if I'd babysit Emma for a work thing. Sure, $50 in advance. Still, after everything, especially after everything, she paid.